ask one question?
Sure you can.
On playing the guitar.
Okay, of
I'm trying
course.
to shift my balance where it belongs. So, I'm in my position, I'm gonna bring my left foot forward. Is it coming straight or just a little bit inward? I might be bringing it too far in because that's why I'm shifting here.
Well, these toes should be out a little wider as well. It's pretty wide, that looks more correct.
Is it coming straight or slightly in?
So, here's where it really needs to happen with the arms. Separating them, somehow it makes it more complicated.
Okay.
So, if I'm here, the arms tell me where this foot should go. So yes, it comes in a little bit, but that looks correct.
Okay.
There's like a,
I think I'm pulling it in
it
too far.
sounds like
which is
maybe
why
you are.
my
So it
balance-
doesn't come straight forward because my hips are here. I mean, it is, but it's not. It feels connected to this circle that my hands make. That looks correct.
Okay.
Did you feel it?
Yes, I
There's,
did.
there's like a little, it's not quite a counterbalance, but it's similar feeling. Whereas if I just do this, it doesn't feel the same. But if I do this hand coming around helps me make sense as to where that foot should go for the balance point with the arms.
Okay.
That
Thank
looks
you.
right.
Thank you.
Yep, that looks good. Helpful? Did you get it?
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
Excellent.
You adjusted my balance, and I'm trying to find
Yeah.
that balance point.
Yes, and that's an ongoing
Yeah.
journey. I am adjusting my balance point perpetually. Oh, look, that's how it used to be. That's not how, or worse, I thought I had it. Oh, no, like that needs to be corrected.
I think
So
I've been cheating for 2 years, so.
you haven't been cheating. It's
Yeah.
all a matter of
You've been improving for
and
2 years.
it's understanding. I mean, there's
Yeah.
like, we can only do and implement what
Right.
A, our bodies are capable of doing, and B, what our brains are capable of understanding.
Okay.
And with time, both of those will change.
Okay.
And so what makes sense, yes, you were doing it correct, and now you know that was incorrect, and so this is correct. So it's a constant moving, like river of understanding. So
Moving target.
it is a moving target. Okay, compass. So there's a lot that he says here. So I'm gonna demonstrate my compass first. Hopefully I'll do this correctly. It's always the eye of Sauron staring at me. All right, so
Ring didn't fire.
yes, I know. One ring to rule them all. So
Did you learn?
yeah, a little bit. So even though I'm standing here, I think my tuck. This is, again, like all of them, but like Ride the Tiger, if you lose your tuck, you're not doing this posture. You're exercising, you're just not doing Nei Kung. So I think about tuck, even if I can't quite implement it based on how, standing with my knees straight. I'm not locking them out, but as best I can, I'm trying to keep my knees straight in this one. So I'm going to keep my head suspended. I'm going to reach up. Now, I'm not shrugging my shoulders, so I keep my shoulders down. Keep my tuck. And as I lean, what I'm trying to do is hopefully I'm not twisting in any capacity. I'm imagining like there's a groove, and there's two walls, and I lean. I don't let this arm hang down. I keep it connected. I'm keeping my tuck. That's the challenge here. It's easy to lose your tuck here, so keep that tuck, and then let gravity pull you. So I'm not forcing with my muscles, I'm relaxing and letting gravity do the work as where my limits are. If that's here for you, that's fine. If I relax into it, I can get to about here, but you don't have to do that. Keeping my tuck. Now, from here, I roll down. Keep your tuck here. This is where it's real easy to lose the tuck. And so when I keep my tuck, I feel the root increasing in my feet. I feel a little bit more on this side, obviously, because I'm leaning here. So I'm keeping rounded. I am perfectly capable of planting my hands on the floor. I can't if I'm doing compass correctly. This is about it. And again, I'm keeping my tuck, my alignment, and I'm letting gravity work for me. Increase my strength, my flexibility. I'm trying to keep my knees straight as well. And then this one, shift the weight to the back, reach forward, keep the tuck, and hopefully my back is straight. You don't want this or this or this or any kind of weird stuff that I can't even demonstrate now because it feels wrong. But, you know, sometimes people will arch this way. I have to start over now, keep the tuck. Push, heels down, knees back, don't lock them, but they're straight, and reach, straight back. And I'm imagining that there's something pulling through my fingertips. And this is the part you're supposed to hold for about 20 seconds. And then down to this side, keeping that tuck. Rolling up. Again, keep the arms connected. And here, it's okay to bend the knees because I'm trying to lean back. And I'm not pinching, again, I keep my tuck. So I'm not arching with my low back. I'm keeping my tuck, bending with my knees. Do you see the difference there? So that's what protects the low back. And otherwise it would be like, are you crazy, Ms. Durkin? I got like all kinds of back stuff. I'm not bending backwards, back bends. No, I'm not actually bending my back. I'm protecting the low back, leaning forward, and then I'm lifting through my chest this way. So my back is pretty neutral. It's all through here that I'm getting the stretch. And once I get that, I roll out to release the back and then come back up to center.
That's a whole different feel.
Yeah, I mean, so it's that stretching through here, lifting through the chest, gets you, and then relaxing that neck. So yes, I mean, there is some back stretch, but it's not a dangerous pinch. There's no pinch in the low back. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so give it a try. I'm going to read through this. You may or may not be able to keep pace with this, but I'm going to read his stuff. So stand in the neutral position with the feet parallel and wider apart than shoulder width. The breathing should be relaxed, continuous, and deep throughout this sequence. Turn the toes in slightly and spread the knees apart, focusing most of the body weight on the heels and outer edges of the feet. Distribute the weight equally on each leg. Slowly pull the arms backwards and raise them upwards until they point overhead. The arms and fingers should stretch out as if they're being pulled from above. Slowly drop to the right at the waist, keeping the pelvis facing forward and relaxing the whole body so that gravity pulls the upper torso to its limit. Hold this position for 10 to 15 seconds. Note that the body is kept within a vertical plane. The arms and fingers stretch out straight. The body weight shifts slightly to the right leg. Slowly roll the waist a few degrees forward, allowing gravity to pull the torso down. Bringing the arms into position close to the right leg. You should feel a stretching on the back of this leg as you hold this position for 15 to 20 seconds. Do not bend the knees. The arms and hands should form a spherical shape as the fingers stretch towards each other with the palms facing down. However, the hands should not touch each other or the ground. And then here's the hard one. Roll the waist forward, keeping the back flat and the arms parallel in front of the torso. Hold for 20 seconds. Oops, sorry. Oh, shift your weight to your heels. Compensate. There you go. See, feel
Yes.
there's a push-pull there. Good.
Thank you.
Good, good, good. Same thing, shift your weight to your heels. I'm going to pull a little bit here so you get like a push-pull split. Weight in the heels. There you go. Good.
The weight goes to the ball of the foot.
Well, and so when I do that, you shift it more to the heels. There you go. There's a push-pull.
Okay.
Okay. And then, I know you can come out of that if you need to. Caution, do not arch the back. Breathe deeply. Do not hold your breath. Do not let the head or arms droop down. Keep the shoulders up. View yourself in a mirror to see if your back is flat, as in side view. I'll show you that in a second. Distribute the weight equally on each leg. And then you roll to the left, letting your arms and torso drop to the left leg. You should feel that stretching on the back left leg. Fingers point towards each other, palms facing down. The weight now is slightly more on the left leg. Then you roll the torso leftward and to the back without raising it up, keeping the arms parallel with the head. The knees and legs can bend back slightly as in the side view. Let the head drop gently with the pull of gravity. Distribute the weight equally on each leg. Roll the torso to the right, stretching the arms and fingers and shifting the weight to the right leg. After holding this position briefly, raise the torso and the arms to the starting position. So, yeah. So I think one of the other things that's key to protecting your back in that arch is you don't come up and then lean back. You're here and rotate back. So it's the trunk rotation. Because if I come up to here and then arch back, that's a little more precarious for my spine. So he's here and he makes that point to be here, and then he continues back without coming all the way up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, his back bend is insane.
Then he does the same thing to come out of it. He stays
Yeah.
back here.
And he
he
rolls
rolls.
out, and then you come up. Mhm,
Okay.
mhm, mhm.
That feels different.
It is different, yeah. It feels connected.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a connection.
It feels good, but it's different.
Yep, and then, so here's the pictures.
Do you roll, I'm sorry, when you get up here, do you go back, or should you already be back?
It's more the latter. So it's, here,
So you're already in that?
yes,
position.
yes. You come up and then it can feel
Yeah,
a little,
yeah,
I mean, it is possible to keep that connection and that root and that tuck, that coming up and reaching back, but the whole thing is trying to, it's, as you come down, this whole thing stays connected, throughout.
You're making a big circle.
You are with your waist. Mhm. All right, so picture time.
Yes, teacher.
So these are the,
Well, I keep.
I know, but that's what you're heading for. You want, it says that straight back, not arched. And it just comes with practice. The mirror does help. You're like, oh, I am not flat in my back. And then, obviously he's Grandmaster CK Chu, so he can bend himself in half.
He
But
touches his head to his heels.
he can, yeah. So, but, here he is. Here's the front view of rolling back. You can't even see him. Most important things to keep in mind, though, his arm doesn't drop down. He stays connected. He's rolled. He's not just bent forward. Just touch my toe. It's like you said. It's that rotation of the waist and the trunk. Yeah.
So when we're doing the extension,
Uh-huh.
basically, this is how I visualize it, and I could be wrong. I have a board stuck down the back of my shirt, my gi, and my whole back and head should be resting against the board. Is that straight?
It's a
Regardless
little
of
more
where I am?
relaxed than that, but yes, I mean, it's not board straight. So I would say he would let gravity relax it,
Okay.
but what's gonna protect it is the tuck and rotating through the waist.
Okay, that's the way I'm visualizing.
Yeah,
it.
no, I
That's
just,
why I'm asking.
yeah, I mean, it's not ramrod straight though, because
Okay.
that's,
Okay, so we can have some here.
absolutely,
Okay, thank you.
absolutely.
It's bamboo string.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And
Then,
okay.
because, here, I let my spine bend, and here, you definitely want your head, to relax. I'm not pinching it, but, let it relax. So,
Okay.
yeah, there's a little bit of give to it. So bamboo straight is more correct, I would say. I like good analogy, I like it. Any questions about the compass? It's a good one.
I just looked in the mirror, I have to go down a lot farther.
Yeah.
When you were forming the circle to the
Uh-huh.
feet, I see your back is slightly arched.
Yes.
And that's natural?
Yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, because I can't keep my tuck and keep my back straight. It doesn't
Okay.
work. So I'm keeping my tuck and I'm rotating through my chest, through my waist. Yes, it would be rounded and connect, because look, embracing horse,
Okay,
see?
I feel that.
It's, now I'm not this, right?
Okay.
So really, I can, you see me do this all the time, but I go from here
To morph into it. Okay.
to here. Where it really straightens out is here.
Okay.
Now, and the challenge with this is keeping your tuck and getting straight back. You can lose your tuck, and it's a lot easier to kind of fake a straight back. But that tuck and extending through the fingertips is the challenge, which you will get. You'll get it. Mm-hmm, yep. Good questions.
I try.
There you go. Not your fall, but
No, it's fine.
that's about, that's straight, and then, yeah.
I'm not sure things go that way
Yet,
yet.
yet. Just for some footwear section. That's not quite straight, we're getting there.
Okay. I hate to use the word forcing, but I need to take myself, allow myself, I guess is a better word, allow myself to go more.
And that's where you use gravity,
Yeah.
because it's relaxing into it, not forcing into it. That the gravity and time will, and it's not a guarantee that it will prevent injury, but that's one of the surest ways to just listen to your body, go within your limits, and spend some time, to kind of let your body stretch.
I like the idea
10 to 20 seconds.
Yes,
how it all makes a circle.
yes. Yeah. Uh-huh. Because, they all look kind of like calisthenics. These exercises, it's like,
But
oh,
they're not.
I'm touching my toes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm twisting, but there's so many more pieces to it that, yes, this one looks like I'm stretching, and I touch my toes, and then I reach out, and I touch my toes, and then I do a back bend. But it's keeping this connected as you make a circle with the upper body. Yeah, that's why, trying to have a new student who doesn't know anything about Tai Chi watch Nei Kung, and they're like, what?
Wow.
What's that? It's like watching
I
fish
could-
swim. It's like, what is that? But,
I came into this school at the beginning of a Nei Kung
oh,
session.
uh-huh.
I'm going,
Huh?
what?
Yeah, this doesn't look like the Tai Chi I see people doing in the park.
That's right.
What is this?
What's going on here?
This is the secret to how you get really good at doing it in the park. All right, let's bow out and do our life skill. Path of self-mastery requires persistent action. Persistent action achieves a goal without quitting. I misspoke last week. I forgot there is this extra step here, and it just now muscle memory come back. So, path of self-mastery requires persistent action. So persistent action, step back, right foot in. So that's persistent action, bow stance. Brings it back, achieves, change your feet, a goal without quitting. Last one, path of self-mastery requires persistent action. Persistent action achieves a goal without quitting.
I'll do Head Instructor.
Bow to intermediate level students at home.